Hey everybody, I hope you guys had a happy holiday and we are getting ready to kick back into classes. And so for 2022, TFC Jujitsu has some exciting new things and I wanted to kind of talk about them. So for the first thing, I want to talk about our new curriculum as it's been completely overhauled in order to make it more in line with the adult program and also to make it easier on parents and students alike. And so I'm going to put one on the screen right here. So as you can see, the top portion is your knowledge portion. I know in the past a few people have overlooked that, so we went ahead and added a little checkbox so everybody remember, hey, this is something that we're going to be tested on. And then following that, you have stripe number 1, stripe number 2, stripe number 3. And then at the bottom of the page, if you're following along, you see right here it's got fitness. So remember, in order to be eligible for testing, you have to have 3 stripes on your belt. And so how are those stripes going to be awarded? Well, with each month, we're going to do a full-on lesson. So for, let's say, the first month of this year, we're actually going to be focusing on the grappling portion. And so for the entire month of January, we're going to do grappling, and that's going to tie into all ranks. And then at the end of the month, we're going to do a review and some sparring with those techniques in mind. And then that's where the student's going to earn their first stripe. And then when we move on to the second month, we're going to work on our trapping and our takedowns. And again, when it comes to the review week and the sparring week, we're going to do our second stripe. And then finally, we get into the third month, and that's going to be for this particular cycle, we're going to be doing striking, and that's when the student's going to earn their third stripe. If for whatever reason your child doesn't earn their stripe during the month, whether they missed that week or whatever, maybe we just didn't have the techniques down or something, or maybe they started mid-month. When we come into the fourth month, which is going to be testing month, we're going to do week 1 to review month 1, week 2 to review month 2, week 3 to review month 3. That's also the week in which they can earn that stripe. And then finally, now that we have 3 stripes, on that 4th week, they're going to be eligible to test, and that's when they'll do their test and to get promoted. So with that being said, though, I want to give you guys a couple little tools that can help you guys out. The first things first, you have the Keishidojo YouTube channel, and the YouTube channel simply puts out 1 video a week, and it's going to be everything that's related to Keishidojo. And the beauty behind the TFC Jujitsu curriculum is it's a little bit of everything that we offer. So even though it's a Filipino martial art drill, it might tie into you guys. Or if it's a jiu-jitsu technique, it's also probably going to tie into you guys. TFC is comprised of 30% of everything. So you have jiu-jitsu, kali, and kickboxing. And then we use a little bit of joint locks and takedowns to cross those bridges and stuff like that. Even though the video may say Filipino martial arts or jiu-jitsu or submission wrestling, check it out because it probably applies to you at some point. It's just got to be a matter of figuring out where it's at. The second tool to help you guys out is the Martial Art Unlimited Association YouTube channel. That channel is much larger. I've been actually putting videos on there for well over 2-3 years now, and there's a lot on there. And if you go to the TFC Jiu-Jitsu part of that channel, there's a ton of stuff there for you guys. And please use that resource. I cannot tell you how many times I've noticed that we'll go over a technique and I'll get the question asked, like, how do I do this? How do I do this? How do I do this? And we've made that video and it's out there for everybody. So when you're looking at your curriculum and if you're not sure of something, go check out those resources. See if you have it. See if it's right there. The kneeling takedowns, I know, are always a tough area for people. I'm not sure why. And I see it all the time. And that's a video that we've done, I think, back in 2019. And it's been out there for 2 years, and it answers all the questions really on that. It's a pretty good video. I'm actually thinking about doing an update just for 2022 now. And then the last thing I want to talk about is the Martial Art Unlimited Association website. And so if you want to pay a monthly membership, you can actually have access to the curriculum in its entirety, and it's step-by-step. The youth program isn't out there specifically yet, but the youth curriculum is simply the adult curriculum broken into 3s for every belt. So even though the youth part is not there specifically, if you go to the yellow belt portion and you look at it, all 3 of the gray belts are going to be there, just not broken down exactly the way we do them for kids. But it's all still going to be there. And then if you're an adult, that's your ticket right there. You just go to the YouTube channel, just go to the association page, and you can go through all your videos right there and make your lives really easy and make it easy to test. Awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to 2022. I hope you guys are too. We'll see you on the mats.